Good morning, welcome to CATEX-TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. This is a live broadcast from Princeton, New Jersey. Today is Monday, January 4th, 2010. It's 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. It's 4:30 p.m. in London, 12:30 p.m. in Hamilton, Bermuda, and in Mexico City it's 10:30 a.m. If you need to reach us during the broadcast, you can phone in toll-free at 1-866-67-CATEX. Overseas, our AOL instant mail address is CATEX-TV. Some news that came in after we put the issue to bed. Manufacturing growth in the United States continued to jump during the month of December. So that's good news. The bad news is that construction seems to be down now for the 7th straight month. All in all, the stock market is up about 153 points right now. So we'll now go to our regular news. In the Solomon Islands in the South Pacific, two major earthquakes rocked the area this morning. If you look at the blue squares here, these are the quakes that I'm going to be referring to. The red square in the middle is an aftershock, which was a 5.2. The larger square underneath the red square is a 7.2 magnitude earthquake. That struck the area this morning. Widespread damage has been reported. Some 500 homes and structures have been reported to be destroyed. The quakes were centered near the town of Gizo, G-I-Z-O, which itself was badly damaged in 2007 when an 8.1 quake sent a tsunami crashing against the coast. According to reports that are coming in, the earthquake that hit actually caused a wall of water some 6 feet high to hit the Solomon Island capital of Honiara on Monday. That's about 188 miles away in Rondova Island. One report from the police said that one village was hit by a 6 to 10 foot wall of seawater. According to the police chief, it was a total inundation, at least according to what we saw on a flyover. Rondova is home to about 3,600 people. The reports are still a little sketchy. It's obviously a little bit of a secluded part of the world, but so far the reports are that some 500 homes have been destroyed. There was a tsunami warning, and as we hear from the local police, there was at least a 10-foot wave that hit. The tsunami warning has been lifted from the earlier quake, but it may have been imposed again as a result of the 5+ aftershock. So we'll keep an eye on that. Fortunately, there are not too many terribly populated areas in that region. The United States Transportation Security Agency is making some news today. This is a picture of Newark Airport last night. Beginning at midnight last night, air travelers flying into the United States from Saudi Arabia, Nigeria, Yemen, and other countries of interest will be subjected to enhanced screening techniques such as body scans, pat-downs, and a thorough search of carry-on luggage. Additionally, all passengers on U.S.-bound international flights will be subject to random screening. This is according to the TSA, which made this announcement yesterday. TSA said that anyone traveling from or through nations regarded as state sponsors of terrorism, as well as other countries of interest, will be required to undergo enhanced screening. The new security measures, of course, come in response to the failed Christmas Day attempt by the underwear bomber to blow up a Northwest flight as it approached Detroit coming from Amsterdam. Listen to these countries that the State Department lists as state sponsors of terrorism. No surprises: Cuba, Iran, Sudan, and Syria. They are on the list put out by the TSA last night. The other countries whose passengers will face enhanced screening, again, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure these out: Afghanistan, Algeria, Iraq, Lebanon, Libya, Nigeria, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Somalia, and Yemen. A spokesman for Pakistan International Airways said that the company has already instituted new security standards for U.S.-bound passengers. One would have hoped that those standards for those countries would have been implemented long before the underwear bomber made his appearance on the scene. In South America and Brazil, two nuclear power plants near the town of Angra dos Reis, a southern Brazil town that's been hard hit by landslides, may shut down today. The regional toll from deadly floods in the area has now increased to about 68 people. The mayor of the town said that there are no operational problems at the two plants, Angra 1 and Angra 2, but if landslides persist in the hill, we'll need to shut them down. The area is located about 90 miles south of Rio de Janeiro. The power plants overlook Ilha Grande Island, where 29 people were killed in Friday's landslides, including 28 people in a luxury hotel at the foot of a jungle-covered mountain. Another 17 were killed in the center of the town of Angra. The mudslides were triggered by heavy rains. More than 4,000 people have had to evacuate the area. And in India, a cold snap, which has gripped the northern part of the country, has killed more than 40 people, prompting authorities to shut thousands of schools and hand out firewood. India's most populous state of Uttar Pradesh has recorded 30 cold-related deaths since Saturday. The chief bureaucrat of Uttar Pradesh said that all schools and colleges will be shut until Thursday. He also said that state authorities decided to spend $2 million to hand out free blankets and firewood to the needy in freezing Uttar Pradesh. He did say most of the victims were homeless people. Night temperatures across northern India currently range between minus 3.8 degrees Celsius and 9 degrees Celsius. In South Korea, residents this morning are slogging through the heaviest snowfall in modern Korean history after a winter storm dumped 10 inches of snow on Seoul, the capital. Airports canceled flights. Traffic was paralyzed in South Korea's bustling capital. The snow and icy roads snarled traffic in and out of Seoul. The regularly scheduled cabinet meeting this morning was delayed because the ministers were stuck in traffic. The snowfall, which continued through this afternoon, was the worst since Korea began conducting meteorological surveys in 1937. Gimpo International Airport in Seoul canceled 224 flights before resuming service this afternoon when the snowfall finally ended. And in China, a burst oil pipeline has dumped thousands of gallons of diesel fuel into a major tributary of the Yellow River, threatening to contaminate the key waterway. Chinese state media report that the oil spill on the Qishu River in Shanxi province on Sunday was caused by a ruptured pipeline operated by the state oil giant PetroChina. They also reported that the ruptured pipeline had been discovered Wednesday. Oil was discovered as much as 18 miles downstream from the ruptured site. Emergency measures are being taken to halt the oil spread, with 23 containment belts set up downstream and 700 people working to keep the pollution localized. Xinhua news agency reports that up to 150,000 gallons have leaked into the river from the pipeline. On its website, PetroChina's parent company, the China National Petroleum Corporation, said that the leak was caused by a third party during construction work. The pipeline is supposed to transport diesel fuel from northwest China's Gansu province to the central parts of the country. We'll go to a word now from our sponsors and come back with the rest of the news.
This is a representation of the CATEX Global Exchange, showing how a transaction between a broker and a market might work. Here, a market in London is looking for a way to diversify its risk, but the paperwork involved is daunting, and the market knows it is a tedious process. Fortunately, this market is a member of the CATEX Global Exchange. The market will have an access page to the exchange where it can log on and see the risks that have been posted by brokers it knows for review. Here, the market sees that 2 brokers it knows have posted opportunities. The market is interested in diversifying and may well be interested in an aircraft hull risk. The exchange allows brokers to securely make risk information available to markets that they work with. Markets can review information at their leisure before deciding whether to move forward. If, after analyzing the information available, the market is interested in bidding on the risk, it enters the terms of its bid on the exchange's secure system. The market can take comfort that its bid information will only be seen by the broker which posted the risk. In real time, the broker in New York can see that the market is interested and has made an offer. Here, the broker wants to counterbid. It enters its counteroffer into the system. Again, in real time, the market sees the counteroffer. After taking whatever time it deems appropriate and, if it wishes, going back over any information on the risk that it wants to review again or in more detail, the market can decide whether or not to accept the counteroffer or further modify its offer. Here, the market